This video, I'm going to go over the fiscal year end. First thing you need to do is you need to make sure you have a charge credit code with the new beginning balance for the new fiscal year. And we've made one right here the other day, beginning balance. It's marked beginning balance. The first thing you need to do is close out your month-end process. And once you're done with your month-end process, you can start the fiscal year-end process. So I'm going to make sure everything is posted to the general ledger. And I always go back to the first day of the fiscal year to the entry date of the current date when I'm posting. Okay. There it goes. Now we need to go to the cash receipt and do the same thing. Always make sure that the journal source is the correct source. And if for any reason it is July 1st when you do this, please make sure that your posting date is the last day of the fiscal year, which is the 30th. Okay, everything has been posted to the general ledger. So you'll go here to the beginning balance wizard and always run a review. You'll need to make sure that you, with the drop-down menu, you select the charge credit code that you want the beginning balance to be on. You need to make sure you attach it to an academic year term and your entry date. Again, if this is July 1st, you need to make sure it's June 30th. Hit next and hit finish. If any kind of log comes up with students' names, that means either a charge credit code is not set up correctly or that student has some type of entry that has not been posted. If no log comes up with any student's name, it'll say that it has been done successfully, and then you can run the actual process of the beginning balance. The rest of the steps I can't show you. However, in the written instructions, it goes step by step what you need to do. In the end, to make sure, there it goes, beginning balance for fiscal 2020 has been completed successfully. Nothing has popped up with students' names, so everything has been posted and is correct. So you would close out, go back to your beginning balance, and you would actually perform the beginning balance update. The same steps, you need to make sure your code is the code you want to use, entry date, and the academic year and term. I can't go further than this because we do not want to actually perform this right now. However, in the written instructions, you can go through each step after this The main step, it asks you to run different reports. You can always have access to these reports because it's based on fiscal year. You need to make sure that you create statements. Select the fiscal year radio button. You need to select your new fiscal year from the drop-down list and select the mailing tab. You need to select statement distribution of external, enter a due date for the first day of your new fiscal year, which would be July 1st, 2019. And then you run your statements. When you run your statements and it shows the student's name and then the only information on the statement states beginning balance, then you know it's been done correctly. And that is your end of fiscal year. You just have to make sure those statements show. And also in the setup for your billing, make sure you've got the new academic year term here. And you need to make sure this has your new fiscal year. After you run your statements, this should say 2020. And you're good to go.